Welcome to KocoSports. I am the huge one kid idiot Dave Koco from Wrestle AM, a podcast on YouTube KocoSports, wherever you find your podcast needs. And I stream every single day when I'm not sick on twitch.tv/KocoSports and here. This was supposed to be a Rampage review, and then I was sick. This was supposed to be a Collision review, and then I was sick. And I just watched Dynamite. So it's going to be the week in AEW. That's where we're going. So what did you think of the week so far? Win, loss, or tie for the whole week. Win, loss, or tie on Rampage, Collision, AEW, Dynamite. And let's go break it down story by story. I just got the list of stories off tpww.net. No affiliation whatsoever. I just like the way they set up their blog. It's a nice little list reminds me, bang, 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 got it. So let's go do it. Rampage, I'm giving a win. I'm giving a win on Rampage. There was some luchadors that didn't want to come out and wrestle because they weren't under contract and didn't want to lose. And it was a big situation. And you don't really hear it happening on that big of a level as AEW, but they do not have everyone signed under contract. And on top of that, you have companies working together. And for those that have ever worked in the business, this happens a lot more than you think. WWE has everything shut down. They have for a long time had a monopoly. They're the biggest. So a lot of times you're like, oh, you don't see that happening. But this happens a lot. It happens a lot in Japan. It happens a lot on the independents. It's just surprising to see something like that happen in AEW. But hopefully they can get these people under contracts or work something out. And I do believe we are living in the best timeline where companies are working together, but the timeline could be just a little bit better if the rich guys didn't always win. And that's more of a Japan situation than I don't know. It's a Japan and Tony Khan situation. Tony Khan kind of fucks over a lot of companies. But yeah, I guess everyone does. Impact seems to be the best to play with others, and they always get their balls busted. I think when it comes to, if I was going to have two companies go at it, I'd have Impact book it. Impact just seems to have the most fair bookings. Tony's like, everything's Tony, and in Japan, it's everything's Rich, and Vince is like, don't you fucking dare! It's not Vince anymore, but TKO says, don't you even dare enter my building without me owning you. So, yeah. So one luchador said, hey, I'm out. And they had to go on to change it. Overall, I enjoyed it. I actually I don't know. I like Rampage because it's mostly just wrestling and you get to see people from all around the world. So for me, Rampage is kind of my sleeper. And then I would go Dynamite and Collision. So yeah, but I know Rampage doesn't get the props it deserves, but then at the same time, I think it's also what you're looking for in wrestling. It's like, oh my God, we get to see people from around the world take other people on. And to me, that's awesome. I also liked it dude, Rampage was so fun to watch back in the day when they were like defending titles from AAA, CMLL, New Japan, and also ROH and AEW. It just felt like something special. It's like, we're going to give you 3-4 matches. They're going to be fast, and you're going to be able to see talent from around the world. I think that's the best Rampage, and they're close to getting it that way again. So, giving it a win. Ricky Starks defeats Preston Vance. I think I might have worked with Preston Vance when I was a promoter. I could be wrong. I'm going to have to Google search that. That name looks familiar. I'll have to call James Legend. I forget who I worked with and didn't work with. But Ricky Starks does win. His contract's coming up soon, so it'll be interesting. I think they'll re-sign him. Red Velvet defeats Ruby Soho via spinning roundhouse kick. There was some bullshit with flowers. But hey, I think that was that match. I apologize. Ruby Soho got flowers in a match. I think it is this one, but I've been wrong before. The Kingdom defeat two jobbers. Fucking no respect over here, internet. Fuck it. I don't know. As a former indie promoter, I always hated when they said two jobbers. Because for them, that's such a big deal. They're like, Mom, Dad, we're on television. Can you believe it? We're on Velocity. We're on Rampage. We made it to Heat. And they're like, two fucking, at least call them two local talents. I don't know. Maybe I'm turned into an old Barry Horowitz. Barry Horowitz hated the name jobbers. And of course, Roderick Strong was there and was hilarious. And then the heroes of the night, FTR, stepping up. According to internet reports, this is all last second, and FTR stepped up. And FTR, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Hardwood, you knew that already, defeated Del Vicino and Commander, which I was kind of shocked, but I feel this week the Luchadors really got shit on. Maybe it's just me, but FTR showed up and I'm like, hey, listen, dude, we're going to save the day. They saved the day. It was a great match. And I also love when two different styles work really well together in the ring. And I felt this was two different styles working really well together. So overall, I give Rampage a win, but I'm a psychopath that likes to see short, fast matches from people around the world. Next, AEW Collision. So let's go look at it. Quick match results. You got Andrade El Idilio. Perfect. Slaughtered it. Defeated Daniel Garcia via figure 8. Nick Wayne defeated Dalton Castle. That one kind of fucking made me sad. LFI defeated the Workhorsemen. I'm going through this pretty quick. I feel like these were solid matches, but nothing too special. You know what I mean? Up to this point. Like, there's not... It's one of those things... It is a reviewer's nightmare. Unless you're one of those guys that, everything is awesome! But if you're a genuine reviewer, it's like, no, it was solid. Yeah, it was solid. It was solid. It was solid, you know. So I'm going a little bit fast through this. Roderick Strong defeated Darius Martin. Roderick Strong, absolutely fucking hilarious call with the neck brace all week. Huge fan of Roderick Strong, but I've known Roderick Strong since day one. Literally since day one. So I'm a big fan of his. Adam! TBS Championship 3-way match. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because New Japan has it. AEW has it. I'm really getting tired of 3-ways, triple threats, if you will. It's just not my cup of tea, and I don't know. I just lately I've been in a real fucking mood for 1v1s or 2v2s. That's all I would want. Like, if I was gonna start a company, I'd like 99% of all matches would be 1v1. I know, like, but it's Japan. Oh, but it's ECW triple threat. It's like, no. Give us the days 1v1. Like, you know, like, everyone scores it a little bit differently. Everyone has different opinions and a critique. I feel for me, if it's a 1v1 match or a 2-on-2 with real tag teams, it gives me a boost because I all of a sudden care. Whoa, we got a 1v1 here. Now, this is a 1v1 match, but it leads to see who's going to win the 3-way at Full Gear. And Julia Hart defeats Willow Nightingale via Moonsault Press. That made me a little sad because I love Willow Nightingale. But, you know, the women are doing pretty goddamn good. I'm more of a Nightingale guy, but I don't know. I think I knocked Julia Hart a little bit too much because of Spooky, but that's not her fault. Powerhouse Hobbs defeats Titus Alexander via World's Strongest Slam. Powerhouse Hobbs has himself one hell of a week. Also has the Big Show ringside, and we'll be talking more about them. And Adam Copeland, Darby Allin, and Sting defeat Lance Archer and the Righteous. Sorry, I stuttered there or messed up. Via Spear. I just didn't care. I don't know, dude. Sometimes you how do I say this? It's weird because, like, everyone wants to have the same opinion. Everyone wants to be the same. But sometimes you're like, it just doesn't work for me. That Edge has always been that guy for me. Like, I've never been a big Edge guy. And I know we get fucking losers like, oh my God, you lose credibility. I still make fun of you. Dude, I was in a fucking meeting. I was in a meeting with professional sports teams and wrestling companies. And I still make fun of that comment every fucking day. Sometimes the comment section gives you fucking gold. You're like, I know this isn't popular, but I like this guy more than this guy. You lost credibility. Fucking just know, commenter out there, I make fun of you in IRL every day of my fucking life. Every day. But I've never been an Edge guy. I don't fucking get it. It's not me, but hey, there you go. So overall, and also Andrade, I'm just doing segments now. Andrade accepts CJ Perry's offer to be his manager. And of course, this is going to lead stuff with Miro, which a lot of these storylines, you know, a lot of people, there's something that wrestling fans that have standards fucking hate. Oh, give it time, it will make sense. Because then when it doesn't make sense, those people fucking disappear. All right? They're like, oh, give it time, it makes sense. All right. It's been almost a year now. The Noah sweep doesn't make sense. It's almost been a year now. Fucking Eric Bischoff's nephew. God damn it. What was his name? Special needs wrestler. Doesn't make sense. Oh, give it time. Like, storylines get dropped all the time. But I feel AEW is building trust when someone says, hey, give it time. It's actually working. And the only reason the phrase give it time is frowned upon is because the people that say it feel good about themselves. And if it doesn't work out, they can fucking just vanish. Like, take any fucking storyline. House of Torture. Oh, you'll love it. Just give it time. And then 3-4 years later, you're like, I still fucking hate it. I'll give it more time. So, but AEW to me is building up trust because storylines where I was like, dude, fuck this. Get the fuck out of here. It's actually building up and it's actually working out so far. The pay-per-view, there's going to be a lot of pressure. And I think they're either, when it comes to a lot of these storylines, when the pay-per-view comes up, they're going to nail it out of the park, home run, get this shit back on track. Or it's going to disappoint the fans and we're going to be back to square one where you got the fans and the defenders. And the fans are like, that didn't live up to hype. And you're like, you want everything. We just want a good product. It's impossible to make you happy. What about when I was happy about Noah? Yeah, that doesn't count. What about when I was happy when fucking ECW? That doesn't count. What happens when I was happy with Lucha Underground? That doesn't count. All right, what happens when I was happy with the Golden Lovers in New Japan? That doesn't count. I'm starting to notice a fucking pattern here. Boys. So a lot of these storylines, hopefully they hit it out of the park at the pay-per-view and they just keep moving forward and improving and getting back on track. So there you go. And we'll talk more about that later. Just simming through real quick. Oh yeah, and they also made the announcement. So they're making up new matches for the pay-per-view this weekend. We'll probably hit up the pay-per-view on another video. But yeah, so looks kind of interesting. AEW announces Continental Classic tournament starting at November 22nd. Dynamite show at Ending World Ends pay-per-view. And the first contestant of it will be Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. All right. There's a part of me that I am split, okay? American side of me is like, yes, yes, yes. Japanese side of me, I live in Japan, I'm not Japanese. I don't even know what I am, but, oh God, dude, fucking, it's such a fucking headache talking to North Americans saying, oh, I live in Japan for 20 years, I'm a permanent resident. I'm so confused. You're not Japanese. I know I'm not Japanese, but I've been here 20 years, I have permanent residence. I'm going to live here the rest of my life. But I'm confused. And then you, like when you're talking, like when I talk Japanese, I'm just like, oh, Gaijin, here, foreigner, I live in Japan. Oh, but in America, I feel like I'm like, yes, I know that I'm white and I'm American, but I'm actually American Canadian and don't know my. Okay, doesn't matter. Yep, don't know what nationality I am, but I definitely know I'm being white because you're yelling at me. Yeah. I live in Japan. This is what I think my feelings are about the people that live here. I can't speak for them. Okay. Well, then I'm gonna speak for myself. Oh, I'm out of place. It's like Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit, dude. Be cool. Be fucking cool, dudes. Be fucking cool. But yeah, the Japanese, the part of me that lives in Japan is like, are you fucking for real right now? You don't show up to the fucking G1 after you fucking promised, and then you make your own goddamn G1? Is this guy fucking for real? Is this guy the fucking balls on this dragon? Fun fact, I was the first person ever to interview Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, American Dragon. True story. I don't know if he remembers, but I was the first person ever to interview him on radio, and now he's on national television. I'm just saying, I interview, you go national television. 1 for 1. 1 for 1. I think this is amazing. Also, it is a slap in the face with his American Dragon dick right across Godzilla's face. Just fucking putting his balls deep in his fucking thing. And he's like, oh, but I'm going to fight Okada at Wrestle Kingdom. Jesus fucking Christ. Yay, bronze medal. So there you go. And they're going to be all over. It's going to be 12 top wrestlers. Hopefully it'll be top wrestlers. Hopefully it'll be top wrestlers. We don't fucking need Yano. And 2 leagues, 6 bouts. And hopefully they get people from all around the world. It's going to be Chicago, Pittsburgh, Minneapolis, Erie, Montreal, Dallas, OKC, San Antonio, a league finals in Orlando. Ooh. I used to fucking live in Orlando. What? No. I haven't been back. Here's the thing. How fucking crazy is this? I have not been back in America in 20 years. And I'm like, hey, I'll go back to watch the finals of the American G1. What is it called? American G1? What do they call it when you steal something off Japan? Oh, CM Punk? No. What do they call it when they steal something off Japan? Oh, the NWO? No, they call it the Continental Classic. The Continental Classic. Also, I think, all the matches, hopefully all the matches will be on Collision. And, is it Collision? Yeah, Collision. Because I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I've never been a Collider head. I've never, it's just so many times I do not watch Collision live because I forget that it's on. I don't know. Me and Rampage, I'll make out with Rampage all day long. Me and Dynamite, hey, we've been here. We've been through the thick and thin the last few years. But Collision, I'm like, oh, God. All right. Who's playing the part of the fucking top star on this shit? Oh, it's fucking Edge? Great. Fucking who is it? Oh, CM Punk? Good. That fucking won't backfire. So, Bryan Danielson, the American G1. That's what I'm calling it, the American G1. Go fuck yourself. The American G1. All right. I might actually fucking remember Collision's on Saturday and not go, because I normally go like, oh man, it's Saturday night. What's on in Japan? And then someone will fucking chatter in my little Twitch chat and be like, did you watch Collision? I'm like, God damn, of course I didn't watch Collision because I always fucking forget. Did Edge win by a fucking spear? I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It's mine. All right. Let's go on. AEW Rampage ratings gone up. I know some people love the ratings. It went up to 322,000 viewers. It drew a 0.12 rating in a key demo. And it's doing pretty good, but still the best it's last year, still blowing it out of the water. So I'm hoping with these storylines slowly panning out, and Tony Khan, love him or hate him, he knows how to put on a great pay-per-view. And I'm glad I live in Japan, because how much is your pay-per-views in America? You know how much we pay for a pay-per-view in Japan? I pre-ordered. I got them for like $12, bro. I got all the AEW pay-per-views, $12 per pop. So like, when people are like, there's too many pay-per-views, I'm like, what are you talking about? But you guys, what are you guys paying? 50, 70 bucks? Jesus, Tony, what are you doing over there? AEW Collision's ratings up. All right, we're moving in the right direction, boys. Saturday AEW Collision through 396,000 views. Oh, they finally are beating Rampage. Do you remember that? Like, everyone talks about like CM Punk was such a huge ratings getter. Do you remember Rampage was beating it in the ratings? Do you guys remember that? Koco remembers that. 396,000 viewers on TNT. It's gone up. And it's a 0.11 rating in the demographics. I don't give a shit about this stuff, but I figured it takes me 2 seconds to talk about it. Up makes me happy, down makes me sad. And that's for any company. I just want all the companies to grow. And I want them to be good. If they were powerful companies and I could critique them without people crying, I would say it's a fucking win. It's a win, boys. It's a win. AEW, Tony Schiavone wanting Surfer Stinger back for Stinger's retirement match. Tony Schiavone, you are a saint, and I fucking love you. You're right. All right, I'm going to say something. I might lose credibility. Surfer Sting, the best Sting. It's not even close. Fuck Crow Sting. Fuck Joker Sting. Surfer Sting is the best. But I don't know. Surfer Sting's kind of like way too old now. Do you think you could rock Surfer Sting one time without it feeling silly? I don't know. I'm Team Surfer Sting. Me and Tony Schiavone, confirmed, best friends. I've only met Tony Schiavone once. I don't think he remembers me. I was a fat photographer, Tony. Do you remember a fat photographer? And I said, hey, Tony, how you doing? I don't think I said, hey, Tony. I'm pretty sure I said, hey, Tony Schiavone. No. I don't know. I got your attention. I said, how you doing? You said, good. And then we went separate ways. Do you remember that, Tony? It was a great experience. I was a cameraman. You were Tony Schiavone. And I walked by and said, hey, Tony, what's going on? You're like, it's going good. And then I just walked by. And that was it. So, I tell my kids that story every day. I don't know where it's going with that. Darby Allin on being part of the final chapter of Sting's career. He basically just says, a quote here from Forbes, how the fuck is Forbes covering pro wrestling? As an old man, that blows my fucking mind. It blows my fucking mind. Forbes is covering goddamn Darby Allin. When I first... Why is the economy in his shitter? Forbes, what does Darby Allin think? Holy fuck. Forbes is covering pro wrestling. Maybe it's an old guy thing. Maybe young people are just used to fucking everyone covering wrestling. But Forbes covering pro wrestling fucking blows my mind. When I first got, this is Darby Allin speaking, when I first got paired with Sting, I really didn't know how it was going to go, but to be a part of the final chapter of his career is super important because for me, in a story, the most important part of the story is the end. If you tarnish the end, everyone's always going to remember that. Did me and fucking Darby Allin fucking agree on something? Did me and Darby Allin agree? I want that fucking quote tattooed on my fucking titties. And then when someone goes, oh, you didn't like the pay-per-view? I'll be like, pow! Look at those titties. And it'll be a picture of Darby Allin's face saying, wait. The final chapter is the most super important because to me, in a story, the most important part of the story is the end. If you tarnish the end, everyone's always going to remember that. Bear friends, I know you're working hard. Can I get a picture of Darby Allin on my titty with the quote, the ending matters?
No.
All right, just checking.
I have a t-shirt for that.
I do. I got a Darby Allin t-shirt. I should wear my Darby Allin t-shirt.
No, your titty brothers.
Oh, yeah, the Road Warriors. They got titties. The funny thing is, I think the Darby Allin one has titties, too. It's weird. Bear friend, when you got two wrestlers' heads right on your chest, she's like, why? I got the Road Warriors shirt. It has both Road Warriors. It was the last run in Japan. And he just calls it titty shirt. But I don't know, because, like, I guess it would be the three titties. Because I got Darby Allin. No, because I got Darby Allin. No, Sting, Muta, and Darby Allin. So it's a three-headed titty shirt. I've never worn it. Maybe I should wear it. Guys, talk me into wearing my Darby Allin. Yeah, I just don't want to wear a shirt that has fucking Darby Allin on it, I'm going to be honest. Anyway, I got a Darby Allin Muta Sting shirt. He goes on. Some people say I get distracted. Sting has got the hunger, more hunger than a lot of the younger guys on the roster. Man, shitting on your coworkers. Not bad. Not bad. Nothing says young person like shitting on your coworkers. He's got nothing to prove, but he pushes the boundaries every time he wrestles. Like, know what I love about young people? He totally did not have to shit on the roster. Darby Allin, when you retire because you fucking broke your arms fighting an alligator off an airplane or whatever the fuck you do on weekends, welcome to YouTube, baby. Welcome to YouTube. Why the fuck did he have to shit on his whole fucking roster? Like, he did not have to shit on the roster. He did not have to. That's awesome. Jim Ross health and break from AEW status. Now listen, dude. Jim Ross, I fucking despise you, but I want you to be healthy. Listen, I want you to get healthy and then fucking retire and be out of my life. Let's see what Jim Ross says. This is, I think, on his, Grilling JR podcast. F4WOnline.com translated it. Had a busy week at the doctors. Me too, brother. We're getting old. JR, remember when we were young and we used to hate each other? You don't know I exist, but I hate you. Trying to get all these little things taken care of. They're not little things. You've let them go. Oh, man, and trust me, I know. I got concussions. I'm getting better. I think I'm still going to be off to work for a few more weeks. All right, listen, dude. Listen. You can take your fucking time. Take your time. Live long, live happy, but I believe that it'll take a few weeks off. I'm not sure how many. We'll see. It's got to heal. Being off an airplane for a few weeks will be good for my leg to heal, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, JR, I want you to live and be happy forever, and I never want to see you on AEW. Can both of these statements be true? Yes. Yes, they can. There you go. And Daniel Garcia is talking about his contract year. I think Daniel Garcia has a lot of potential, but I think it's one of those you could be a star at AEW and you'll be lost in the sauce in WWE. But I've been wrong before. Talk to your agent and lawyer before talking to a YouTuber. All right, let's talk Dynamite. Let's talk the Dynamite. Here we go. Blackpool Combat Club defeat Hook and Orange Cassidy. I know Taz wants Hook to be pushed more. Blackpool Combat Club's fucking amazing. Jon Moxley and Orange Cassidy are going to be battling at the pay-per-view for the title. Hopefully it's going to be violent. Okay. Listen here, boys. We got to eliminate some titles. All right? We're going to bet the international title on Jon Moxley, okay? And then Jon Moxley is going to come to fucking fight Will Ospreay, which is going to be a great match. Oh, God. Who else is joining? Oh. Tui. And fucking some random fucking local man that ruins everything. Piece of shit will also be in the match. But hopefully someone with talent will win that, and there'll only be one championship instead of 60. We got to start deleting titles, boys. TBS Championship Elimination Match. Once again, enjoyed it. Sky Blue defeats Red Velvet via code Blue. It looked a little sloppy or itai. But it got the job done. And Sky Blue, I don't know, like slowly but surely. You know what it is? I feel like AEW took a lot of chances and they're not bailing, and that might come back to fucking help them. You know, maybe if we can fucking trust. I know like some people are going to trust them no matter what. It's like the Rocky IV remake with a dick in the ear. It's like, there's some people that are going to trust them no matter what. They're going to be like, nope. It's the way it's supposed to be. But we want more low keys having high five and everyone going, that was amazing. And less She-Hulks, where, you have to be some type of ist to be wrong, or you're just fucking, you're just spoiled. Fans are stupid. Wouldn't it be great just if we were happy? And it's happened before. And it can happen again. All right, there we go. So Sky Blue defeats Red Velvet. Overall, enjoyed it. Samoa Joe defeats John Cruz, then cuts a promo. I love Samoa Joe. Also, John Cruz and Samoa Joe had one of the greatest spots ever, where, Samoa Joe moves out of the way, and John Cruz is like, what the hell? It's fucking fantastic. I don't like comedy, but oh shit, sometimes it's just done right, it's not forced. The Young Bucks slowly but surely turning evil. Maybe they got missed in the face. They defeat Penta and Commander via BTE Trigger. I liked everything about this. I just feel like it was a rough week for luchadors in AEW. Like, fucking luchadors. The Guns defeat Jacob and Pretty Peter Avalon. Peter Avalon still has a job? I didn't even know that was him. In 3 minutes, the Guns doing absolutely awesome. And then Like a Dragon, Bear Friend absolutely fucking love this match. My wife doesn't like wrestling that much, but it's almost everything that she wants. She loves Like a Dragon. All right? The man who erased his name, oh my God, I wish I could make a book named that. It's such a great name. Street Fight. She loves the video games. She loves Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, and Kota Ibushi. She didn't know who Paul Wright is. I was like, it's the Big Show! And she's like, I don't fucking know. I'm Japanese. I'm not stupid. And then they defeat Don Callis' family. Kyla Fletcher, Takashita, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Brian Cage. They made a big deal about Brian Cage doing this. Brian Cage, I think, ate the pin via one-winged angel. Paul White was injured by Powerhouse Hobbs outside, and they made it look and feel like the video games. There was tons of video games references. I enjoyed this. My wife enjoyed it, and she normally doesn't fucking enjoy anything. She marked out big time for Takashita, dressed up as Goro from Yakuza. And yeah, so it was just fun, stupid, silly, the whole 9 yards. And yeah, I give it a win. Some things look pretty amazing. Also, Kota Ibushi coming down the bike and just tapping people. Some of the things looked vicious and some of it didn't look so much. So it's kind of an interesting situation. A lot of super fans are really worried about Ibushi's health just because he does not look like he's the same wrestler. So a lot of people are concerned about that. Sky Blue does, I'm just going over the segment. She advances. She's going to be in the triple match at Full Gear. The Full Gear card so far, Jay White versus MJF. I'd be so much more into this if MJF had his title. I know it sounds stupid, but I fucking hate it. And if you watch multiple companies, it fucking sucks. If you're not Sal, if you're not FIP, and you're not CM Punk, never take away the title from the champion again. That's it. Don't fucking do it. Tony Storm versus Shida, very interesting. I was very anti-Tony Storm, but when they brought May in, I was like, all right, I'm on board now. I'm on board. I still think Tony Storm... Here's the challenge I have for Tony Storm. I think that you're doing a gimmick because you don't want to wrestle well. And this weekend, you can prove me wrong. Actually, Rampage coming up, you can prove me wrong. If you want to go around being some fucking gimmick like Doink the Clown in black and white, sure, go ahead. You want oranges in your ass? I'm not here to stop you. Just as a super fan that's been following you for years, just be like Roderick Strong. Be like, hey, when the fucking bell rings, I'm going to have a great match. And Shida is the perfect opponent to have that for, so I'm very excited. I'm very excited and very nervous. Because if you become the woman Doink the Clown, I'm just like, oh, all right. So please, just have a good match. I know, I'm so selfish. I want wrestlers to have a good match. What a fucking jerk. Jon Moxley versus Orange Cassidy. It's going to be interesting. I'm kind of hoping Moxley wins it so the fucking title can leave past Winnipeg. But I know Orange Cassidy is crazy over. You got the TBS Championship 3-way. You got Sky Blue versus Julia Hart versus Chris Stratlander. This is a million times better if you drop one of the women. I'd probably drop Julia Hart, but that's just me. AEW World Tag Team Championship 4-way match. House of Black, LFI, FTR, and Ricky Starks and Big Bill. Fuck you. Just go fuck yourself. Texas Deathmatch, I am super pumped up with this. The segments, they've been fucking fire. I am crazy pumped up for the Texas Deathmatch. Please live up to the hype. Hangman Page, be a little fucking stiff. I saw you over there tapping tune with the fucking chair. But booking-wise, storyline-wise, I fucking love it. It's creepy. It's weird. It's fucking amazing. To me, this is the best storyline going. I would say MJF, but as soon as he doesn't have his title, it's like, okay, whatever. It's like, all right. Yeah, so this is probably the best one. And here's the thing. I love this match because I want both men to win, because I think if they lose, they fall so far. So I don't know who's going to win this. I love both these men, and I love this storyline. And this match, I just hope lives up to the hype. You got the Young Bucks versus the Golden Jets. Interesting situation. You got Christian, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne versus Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland. I don't give a fuck. I love Christian Cage, but outside of that, I'm losing interest. And 0 Hour pre-show, you got the ROH Tag Team Championship. You got the Guns versus MJF and a mystery partner. Rumor has the mystery partner is going to be Samoa Joe. But who knows? We'll see who it is. It could be Adam Cole, too. Here's the crazy part, too. They also have the Devil going around right now. And to me, it's just so much fucking fun. Now, if they fuck this up, I don't want you guys to fucking cry and be like, oh, no, you don't like anything. It's like, Darby Allin, the ending matters. Darby motherfucking Allin. That's right. I never knew me and Darby Allin had so much in common. Golden Jets, Kota Ibushi and Paul Wrights win like a Dragon sponsor. Okay, that's it. Oh, they don't even have the other stuff. But yeah. But overall, really, really enjoyed it. And of course, the big signing, which I don't know, the way Tony Khan announces shit is stupid. But Kota Ibushi is officially all elite, and that's all that fucking matters. We had a Kota Ibushi watch. I am worried. He does not look like himself, and he is coming off injuries. But it's nice to see him in the ring, and it's nice to see the Golden Lovers come back. So it's great to see him there. Overall, matches-wise, solid. Nothing too great, nothing too shitty. Just solid. That FTR Lucha match was pretty goddamn good, to be honest. Storyline-wise, I'm a little excited to find out who the Devil is. I'm excited to find out some of these storylines. So that's a good thing. And I usually Tony Khan comes through on AEW pay-per-views. If you're a wrestling fan, if you're a sports entertainment fan, usually you'll like the TV shows a little bit better. But I feel like going into this pay-per-view, it's pretty good. And he's got a lot of good storylines going into it. They just have to match it in the ring, and they have to have the finish. That's it. I'm gonna Darby Allin it, baby. Team Darby Allin. The ending matters, boys. The ending matters. And this is the end of the video. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm KocoSports on Twitch, Twitter, X, TikTok, Instagram, Kick. Make sure to go follow me over there. And hopefully I'll be streaming within the next 24 to 48 hours. It really just depends. I got concussion problems and tummy problems, and I'm trying to fix it. Trying to get the healthy. So like, comment, subscribe. And with that, I am over. Hey, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum.